Ja, herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Ausgabe vom SE Talk. Ich bin noch immer in Vancouver und es ist mir eine ganz besondere Freude, Garth Brown bei mir zu haben. Wir haben vor 6 Monaten ein neues Interview gemacht und es geht heute um Blackbird Energy. Achtung, Interessenskonflikt, ich bin Aktionär von Blackbird Energy und Sie wissen ja, Blackbird, oder ich bin ja Aktionär über Pennant geworden. Blackbird hat Pennant Energy übernommen. Und bei Blackbird ist es in den letzten Monaten richtig zur Sache gegangen. Die Aktie ist abgegangen wie ja, eine Rakete und das ist auch gut so, weil wir als Aktionäre wollen ja auch Geld verdienen. Die Gründe, warum es abgegangen ist, wollen wir eigentlich jetzt mit Garth klären und vor allem natürlich für uns ist interessant, was bringt die Zukunft. Garth, thank you to have you here.
Thank you.
The last 3 months, 6 months was really exciting as shareholder from your company, and congratulations. The share price is doing really well. So maybe you can summarize the highlights, what's really happened, and why the share price is increasing in this way, or what you think why the share price reflect now this level.
Perfect. Thank you, Joe, for the opportunity to actually meet with you and also to speak to some of the people that follow your information. What's happened over the last 3 months is, I think, is number one is Blackbird's executed on what it said it would do in regards to the acquisition of Pennant Energy. This was the merger of certain interests that we had common between Blackbird and Pennant, which was our Big Stone project. We amalgamated the companies, and we had forecast that we would do this, and we executed on it. Number two, which I think is probably the most important thing, is that Blackbird has proceeded to continue to acquire a large land package in what we call Greater Carr, or the Elmworth area of Alberta. This is our large Montney project just south of Grande Prairie, Alberta, my hometown. We've had now Encana drilling multiple wells to the west of us. These wells, the most significant one has now come on at over 1,200 barrels BOE per day and over 200 barrels of condensate just 5 miles to the west of us. They've now announced another 14 wells to be drilled in near proximity to us. And geologically, this area of the Montney, which we own the rights to, has become extremely active and well considered. So as a result, with Encana to the west, NuVista, which is a billion-dollar company, just to the south of us drilling successful wells, and a company that actually, I believe, is heavily followed in Germany and a major investor, Inception, just to the east of us, southeast of us, has drilled a well, and it's come on at 1,400 BOE per day. It's put a lot of geological interest. What that's done is number one, Blackbird has over 27 sections of Montney rights here. The market in Canada is starting to become aware of Blackbird. They're looking at that land package. They see that there's substantial value, and that's translated into our stock price appreciating. So number one, we completed our merger with Pennant. Number two, we've now come out and really started to explain our position and where we're going with our Montney project. Is that right now we're focusing on farming it out, which is to bring a partner in to facilitate drilling, and we're expecting to drill our first well in September. So that probably is what's giving momentum to our stock.
I'm quite sure when you farm out this project, it will bring the next push into the company. But you have two other projects into the company. What you are planning for? What you're doing with this one?
We have two projects. One is another Montney project in Alberta called Big Stone. Blackbird has 3.5 sections of land. Each section has 640 acres. Our attitude towards this project is we're looking to either monetize it, which would mean that we might consider selling our 50% interest in this project to a third party, bring in cash to facilitate drilling on our Elmworth project, and or we will look to drill a well on that project sometime in the next 6 months. But our main focus is to monetize that asset. This was one of the reasons we wanted to buy Pennant, was to increase our ownership from 25 to 50%, and we would look to possibly spin that asset out. The other asset that we're looking at is our Mantario oil discovery, which we drilled a well last year in October, November. We hit a large oil structure, it's a formation, and in essence what we would be looking to do is drill 2 more horizontal wells now into this formation. We're actually looking potentially to farm that out, which would be is we're looking for a partner to come in to commit to pay for 2 wells to earn 50% of the project. And to give you time frames on that, we kind of hope that we'll have a deal on that somewhere in the next 60 days.
So that's mean the next 3 months to 6 months are really active.
Yep.
First with deals and then with drilling.
Yes.
So then I wish you good luck. See you next time in January or maybe a little bit before, or we make an interview through Skype when you come really up with major things. Ja, das war's aus Vancouver bei Blackbird Energy. Die Company hat sich wirklich sensationell entwickelt und wenn man das hört, was er natürlich sagt, dann kann man auch verstehen, dass die nächsten Monate ganz spannend werden bei dieser Company. Danke, tschüss.
Tschüss.